do, what it do. Welcome back to Hospitality Quiz with your favorite two hospitality gurus. I'm Erin.
What up? It's Whitney. Welcome back.
Welcome back. And if you ain't on, you ain't on. So make sure you stop whatever you're doing right now. Press pause. Go to YouTube. Press subscribe. Watch our beautiful faces. If you working, we understand. But go ahead and circle back and make sure you hit that noti bell as well.
Period.
Period.
All of the things. All of the things. It's hat day.
It's
It's hat day. So you
happening.
got to see the hats. So you have to go
You
on
do.
YouTube.
You do.
My hat's from my store, 2230. Go get it. And this shirt I'm wearing is from this black owned brand. It's called Champions Fate. And you see, it's Chocolate Gang.
Hey, shout
Hey,
out to
Chocolate
the
City.
chocolates. Shout out. Shout
Yeah.
out.
So yeah, if
I
you a
love it.
chocolate mommy, you got a little chocolate drop in your life, go hit up Champions Fate. It's champions underscore fate PHATE on Instagram. So they do custom apparel and embroidery, and they do like custom jerseys too, which is pretty cool. So
Hey, it is
check them
so
out.
like season for sports. It's like a sports season.
Mm-hmm.
And the weather is falling. I got a sweatshirt on. I turned the AC off. It's still cold in the house. Okay, I'm not ready, y'all.
You not ready?
So I'm no, please no, please summer spring me. I think I've totally decided that I'm no longer gonna live anywhere cold. It's just not gonna work for me.
Damn, E.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I would love to visit places that are cold, but to live, it's gonna be a no.
Okay.
It's gonna be a
I
no,
feel you,
y'all.
shawty. I feel you, shawty. Wizard Kelly, y'all.
So
Um,
today we made a drink for you guys, which we haven't
Show
really
did.
made a cocktail in a minute. So I'm
Sure
super
haven't.
excited to share this cocktail. Mine looks so different than so we're gonna do a little spin on it. I did like
Yeah,
a
they look different.
well, I did a double strain because the way I was muddling, I knew it was just gonna be all up in my mouth, and I just was not feeling. So I did a double
Mm.
strain, and so I pretty
Ooh.
much took up all the fruit in it.
Okay, well,
Um,
tell us how you did yours, sis. Cause ooh.
So okay, so I did. I had some pineapple cubes. So I put some pineapple cubes in there, about three. Then I put some
Okay.
blueberries, which probably about eight. And then I had already made some sage simple syrup. So I just went ahead and did the sage simple syrup. Then I muddled it, and then I poured about a 2 ounce pour of Jameson on top, and then I put some ice in there. I shake that thing real nasty like, and then I made sure that I double strained it so I would get all the fruit out because the way I was muddling, the way things was going down, I got very excited about this cocktail. I was like, I need to get straight to the business on it. So it's just giving.
Mm.
I actually could have, since I double strained it, actually could have been up maybe in a martini glass or maybe like a nice coupe glass. So that's an option as well
Mm.
if you guys want to make this cocktail. You can put it in a nice coupe glass if you double strain it, since it's not going to have any of the fruit, or you can go on the rocks and leave some fruit in there just by straining it regular. What you
Okay,
put?
so I feel like I don't know how mine is the same minus
Mm,
you have the sage um syrup or sorry,
simple syrup.
sage
Hmm.
syrup, simple syrup. I used a CBD honey as my sweetener. And I got the CBD honey from the wedding that I did a few weeks ago. It was like one of
Oh,
their wedding
score.
favors.
Sign me up for that kind of wedding.
Yeah, I got four of them things. And they have a cute little like, the wooden stick thing for the honey. I don't know.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, cute, cute, cute. So yeah, I feel like I pretty much did the same thing, but I left some of the fruit in there.
Hmm.
So you can kind of see it. It kind of, I mean, no, mine looks more red
Hmm.
like.
Yours is more real life.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but I
It
used
happened.
we use the same ingredients. I mean,
Yeah.
I use Jameson, you use Jameson too. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Weird.
but see, you used a honey, which is going to be a little bit of a darker tint already, and I used
Hmm.
a simple syrup, which is clear. So that
Yeah.
probably has something to do with it as well as like the flavoring of the actual syrup you use. So you guys can do whatever. You have agave, you have honey, you have simple syrup, whatever. Pretty much we already just gave you the sauce, which the sauce is the pineapple, the blueberries, and the Jameson, and then just add your tinge of however you want to add that sweetness to it.
Right.
And so what we
Period.
gonna name it though? It's
I
like
don't know. I feel like it's light. It's easy. Like if people typically don't make Jameson cocktails, usually Jameson and ginger, shots of JMO, or like a what's the shot with the peach schnapps, green tea shots, like things
mm-hmm,
like that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I think that it's good. If you're like us, you kind of. I always kind of have Jameson, so it's a nice like break from your normal Jameson cocktail. You know what? Did you put top yours with Topo Chico?
Mm-mm. I
No.
ain't top it.
Okay. So I did top mine with Topo Chico. That's the
Okay.
difference to the mineral water. And as I was looking at it, the first thing that came to mind was Little Fizz because it has a fizz on top.
Okay. Well, see, mine did have a little like at the consistency at the top. You would have thought I put something in it, which I was actually surprised that it even had this going on. But if you think about
Mm-hmm.
it, pineapple has some aesthetic things in the pineapple, so I'm like maybe it was it was just doing what it needs to have been done. So we
Mm-hmm.
could it could be a simply fizz because it's simple. Okay,
Mm.
and it's giving a
Speaking
little
of
thing.
speaking of simply, we have to try on the next show this Simply Spiked. You know what I'm talking
Mm,
about?
mm-hmm,
I heard they're
mm-hmm.
good. I see they have them at Target, so I want to try it.
Okay,
I've heard a lot of people say it's fire, so I want to see
okay.
what's going on. I want to see
Speaking of
what's happening.
trying things, over the this past week I had an event at the Dallas Brew Fest, which was kind of near a
Okay,
downtown area, and it had
okay,
all types of
Rufus.
beer vendors. Like it was nothing but beer vendors. So I got some cool beers in the living room, which I'll share with me, and we'll do a review on some other stuff that I think because some of the stuff is in Total Wine as well. They're from all over. So we can some really good one. I had a smoothie one yesterday. I forgot the name of it, but it was like a
Mm.
strawberry banana smoothie. It's not a beer. Like it's just not. It's just not. No. So I think you would love it. You would love it. You would love it.
Yum.
It
I
was
love a
so good.
smoothie.
Yeah, the packaging was everything too. I'm like,
And when I went to
period.
Total Wine today, I saw a girl doing a demo. I was like, oh, this is what Erin's talking about.
Yes, yes, yes. So I do
Mm-hmm.
demos, and today I actually had like a cool call about the product that I've been demoing and learning just some cool things about it. Also, I got to meet a black-owned tequila brand over the weekend,
Oh,
Casa de Reyes. Haven't had a chance to try it yet, but we hopefully will get to connect with them and have them on the show, try some, whatever. So if you guys look them up online, follow them on Instagram, and check them out. Okay, period. Because you know we're here for the
I love
tequila.
that. Yeah, black owned tequila. That's pretty lit.
Yes, so we definitely want to do a tequila tour at one point, but for now it's gonna be Jameson, okay? Because it's giving fall. I think the bourbon and fall kind of go along, so I'm not opposed to like adding the bourbon in. I would love to kind of go back to the gin that we did, or like kind of really go back into learning more about gins. I've been seeing a lot of great gin brands pop up a lot. So if you guys have a favorite gin that you guys like, please share that info because always love to have a variety of different things that you can do with your drinks and know that like just if you don't like Jameson, if you don't like whiskey, try the same cocktail with whatever spirit you like and you might just like the way the mixes go as well. Spirit drinks and cocktails can be whatever you decide to make them. So you can go simply fizz or you can just do what you do on the normal. Y'all hear that ice? That's a drink right there. It tastes so good. This is a good one though.
Yeah. What did we say it was called again?
Simply fizz. We
Okay.
fizzing on it. And it just gives you guys opportunities to like mix it up the way you need to mix it up for the ingredients you have in your house. So I like that. Period.
Period.
But as I did bring back the old faithful Jameson, y'all. Like, so if you guys know, you've been listening to the show for a while. Me and Whitney used to live in Tampa, Florida together, and we would have Wednesday dates. And every Wednesday we'd go to restaurants and we'd go to the mall. Like we were just having a friend day. Like before social media was like a thing, we was already into our friends. Like we had a real bond. Okay.
Mhm.
So
But
Jameson
that's
was
when
on
Snapchat
our
was
list
going
of drinks.
crazy. Remember
Oh
our
no, my
Snapchat used to
snaps
be like
quick.
200, 300 like seconds be crazy OD.
Hmm.
Like Snapchat, that's when Snapchat was lit. The beginning of social media. We used to be young, wild, and
Yeah,
free.
I still have like Snap memories, and I really wish I would have saved more memories in Snap because I love seeing it from like 5 years
Oh
ago,
yeah.
6 years ago. Like,
I
you
wish
know,
it
I'm
still
like
had it from
so
before because I feel like there's some
fun.
shit that's missing. Yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, so
Probably
much
the shit
fun.
that needs to be missing, honestly.
Girl, I remember one time I was on Snapchat, y'all. Ooh, I was lifted. I don't know why, but I remember I was like in a closet, okay, making a snap, talking in the snap. And the next day, I like you wake up and you look and it's like a whole titty was like almost out in that thing. I was like, "Ooh, girl, you gotta stay off Snapchat. You tweaking."
I remember that. I feel like I'm the one that told you.
I was like,
I remember I was watching. I was like, I wonder if Erin realized that her tit was out. It just snapped. I feel like it wasn't almost out. The shit was out, bitch.
And by
No,
the
I
time
do
I got
remember
to
that
like delete it, it was like too
because you saw it
far.
late.
People already see it. I was like, oh, but I think
Yeah,
you
it's
text
too
me like
late.
you text me, and it's like I saw it right like a couple hours later because I was going through it. But I changed my life, y'all. Like I ain't on Snap
I'll
like
take
that, but
you.
it was doing what it was doing at that time. You know, I can't sleep on it, but
That's epic. Very funny.
yeah,
Um, so
good
I feel like we
times.
should run back if we can run back the Wednesday night, like the Wednesday night turn ups. It's like the middle of the week, right
Yes,
before. For me, it's
yes.
like right before I really start my work week.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm here for the Wednesday night turn ups.
Yeah, I'm down to swindle a few. I have been like working on a couple, but I'm here to swindle a few. Because Wednesday night is I think it's like a good way to like remind yourself like, yo, you halfway through the week, y'all. Push through, come through, hold it down, you know. Don't be afraid of what's to come. Hold it down. But I'm definitely down to do some Wednesday vibes, and see what to do. Do something fun and different.
Yeah, even if it's by yourself, I'm gonna go out this Wednesday.
Hey,
But yeah, let's
Whitney
bring back
outside.
let's bring back Wednesday night turn ups. It's lit.
Hey, it's lit, y'all. So, how was your week in hospitality?
The way you asked me that was like you're a talk show host.
Da,
So
da, da,
tell
da. I
me,
felt it.
how was your week in hospitality?
Literally, like I felt not my windy energy, but you know how she always put that voice on. How you doing? Like I felt like that was coming over me a little bit when I had said that. So
That's
that was
funny.
it.
So I went out last Wednesday, and like the place I went was like super cash seafood type of place, and the server was cute, like she was fine, but you've ever gone to a place and the server was like super like you weren't ready and you feel like they came back like 3 minutes later to ask you you're ready and you still weren't ready? Like sometimes you
Mhm.
just gotta know,
Mhm.
like you gotta give people the time, especially if they're already like not ready.
Mhm.
Like let them talk. I give them time. Some people just really want to talk and catch up when they sit down and they're just not ready. They haven't looked at the menu. They just got off from work. Read the room and like stalk your table a little bit. See if they're like still deep in conversation and all that. Like, nah, they ain't ready for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know. So she was OD. She was a little annoying um with that. And it was just no, I don't know. She was all right. And then I always bring a game. I brought it's kind of a drinking game. It's called Charge It to the Game. It's like a card game. We played it on the show,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I brought that. So that was fun. And she was interested in like what game we were playing. So um that was cute. But yeah, we had fun. We walked around downtown Somerville and then we got some wine. I wish I remember the place that the wine was at, but downtown Somerville has a lot of cute little wine bars there and they have
Mm.
live music and cute outdoor seating. So yeah, downtown Somerville is pretty cute. Then today we were talking about Total Wine. I went there because I needed more Jameson. Number one, they were out of Jameson. Like the
Hmm.
regular size bottles. They had no regular size bottles of Jameson, but they had like
Hmm.
the aged barrel ones and like some other ones that I was not gonna get. So I literally had to get a baby Jameson because this was the only one they had in this
No.
size. I was
Hmm.
like, damn, that's the baby. And this was the last one. So
Mm.
Jameson's flying
Jameson's
off
on
the
the
ship.
rise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the time. It's the
Period.
time. This is the season for JMO.
For
You put your
Jameson, it
own.
is.
This
I
is the
was like,
season.
damn. And there was only like they had the other shorter ones like this size.
The
There was two of them
disrespectful
left.
ones.
Only two of them left.
It's been
Yeah.
a day, honey. That weekend. Honestly, though, like I worked at a couple different like locations this weekend, doing samples, and everybody had Jameson. Like one store, it was legit like four people at the same time having Jameson and a whole thing of ginger ale. And I was
Hmm.
like, "Are y'all all going together?" They were like, "Dang!" Like they were shook. Like they all had the same drink. I was like, and that was like the day I
Yeah.
had brought Jameson back in my life, and I had just recently reconnected with Jameson. And let me just tell you, I woke up and my body was hurting, and I was like, "What
Mm.
happened?" Because I had a lot of shots. Okay, I was winding. Okay, um,
Mm.
and my head was
Come on,
hurting.
wine.
I was winding.
Come on, wine. I'm
Mhm.
here for it.
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah, but the Jameson, it hurt a little bit to like to get back in there. It was hurt. It hurt. It hurt. I woke up the next day, my head was hurting. I was like, "Dang, what happened, girl?" Like
Dang,
I felt,
really?
yeah, I felt like maybe I went too hard on my comeback. I don't know, because I
I
was
think that's
just
what it
doing
is.
shots of Jameson. Like that's it, no drink. Shots, shot. Everybody. That's why I feel like I was going back to my 20s because me and J-Mo, we have a good relationship in my 20s. Feel like I was coming back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I don't know. I gotta
I'm
see the
back.
next time. The next thing I got was 6 and 20. This is
Mm.
it says it's a Carolina cream, so it's like Bailey's, kind of like
Okay,
that,
okay,
but a
okay.
little elevated. It's a rum with natural cream and bourbon whiskey. So it's
Mm.
like a twist on a Bailey's. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a certified South Carolina product. So it's a local product. And this is my favorite thing to drink with coffee. So
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even used my Keurig since moving here because I haven't had 6 and 20 because I don't get the point of drinking coffee without a little umph to it, you know? And with this, you don't need sugar, you don't need cream. All you need is like a shot of 6 and 20 in your coffee.
Mm.
Chef's kiss, so good. This is my favorite thing, 6 and 20. And you can use it in other cocktails too. We use it in our espresso martini at work, I feel. And then the
Mm.
other thing I got, Erin talks about it on the show all the time, or has talked about it, is
Yeah.
manic tequila. I needed a new bottle of tequila. I took a break from my daily on, and I got the manic reposado. So we about to see what it do with
Cheers.
manic.
Yum. I love Manic.
Yeah.
A lot of great
Mm-hmm.
awards, really good tequila. The only part about it is I don't find that you find them in bars. Here, I have not found a bar
Yeah.
that carries Manic, which would be nice because usually if I'm starting to drink something at home, I would like to stay with that same while I'm out. But
Yeah.
hmm so
Yeah.
very interesting. Little
Yeah, so we got
selections
the
there.
silver place in the San Francisco World Spirit Competition. Period. Don't
Hey,
play with it. Don't play with it.
don't sleep on the awards in the tequila world. Okay, please put some respect on them. Period. Um,
Oh, so at work, um, work was good. It was nice to have a regular week after a few weeks of being closed for the storm,
mhm.
for a wedding, and for that concert we did last week. So um, it was nice to just have a normal week. But something that's been coming up for me is how to properly seat the restaurant and the importance of rotation. And just even like the host front door whole thing. You know, I
Yeah.
started as a host. That was my first job in the restaurant. And I was trained by like OG hospitality restaurant employees, people who are like lifers, you know? They
Mhm.
took their job very seriously, like they did not play no games. So it's something that you kind of just don't ever forget how to do because I mean, it's easy, but it is can be kind of difficult. So because you do have to problem solve, you have to be quick on your feet. You got to just be very personable because you're running the pace of the restaurant essentially. So you need to
Right.
know what the fuck you're doing.
Period.
So knowing how to do proper wait times, all of those things, and then
Mhm.
knowing like your serving staff too, like who can handle it, who gonna need a little help, like it's a lot of things. Telling the kitchen how many open menus there are, like open line communication. There's a lot of things that goes into being a hostess. Is not just walking them to the table, walking them at a good pace, talking to them while you're walking, like
Yeah.
asking questions, high chair, like you really got to be. And then it's even helpful to know the dinner specials because people ask you questions. They be asking the host questions all the time. So you need to
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
have some menu knowledge too. Because you might have to take a drink order
Right.
if it's way busy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got into serving
Right.
because I would be working busy shifts and the server was too busy and I ended up taking drink orders, doing the thing. So you kind of like are a baby server,
Right.
depending on
Mhm.
where you're working and depending on how that shit goes. So it's super important. But like I have come across a lot of double seating, like lack of knowledge of like what the job description is or like how to properly work the job. And it's kind of irritating because I feel like I can't not know how to do my job.
Right.
I can't. Like, so like when they're like double seating someone, like for example, I can work a Thursday night and whoever I'm working with outside will get double sat and I will have no table. Why? There's no like rhyme or reason why that should ever happen. Like you seat one person, you seat the other person. Balance. Easy. You know? Like it's the most simple tasks you can do one. And we use, I don't know what system we use, but it's on like a iPad. So all of our reservations are already like broken up and selected per server, everything. You can see how many covers they're going to have, all the things like on this thing. So it's super easy. Like back in the day, we just had a paper, everyone's names written down, we did tallies. That's literally what we did. And I feel like going back to the paper and pen is the easier way because I feel like people rely too much on the technology and they don't think. They
Yeah.
don't know how to problem solve. They don't know. They're just like, okay, well, this goes here and this is going to go here. And not because that's what it says. It's like, no, because that clearly isn't right. Because if someone has a reservation at 5 o'clock and 5:15 and the other person doesn't have a reservation until like 6,
Yeah.
you move it around. Like it's
Mhm.
just it's still the balance. You
Yes.
still use the same thing, and it's comes to me that it doesn't matter who's hostessing, they all do it. Everyone does it,
Yeah.
and I just don't get it, and I don't like. want to be the angry server or the server that's always like not upset, but it's like essentially that's my money. So you're double seating this person. When
Mm-hmm.
the next two tables come in, you're not double seating me for the balance. You just seat me in that one table and then you still seat the other person. That's when the rotation
Right.
comes in. So it's
Right.
like that person is still able to get an extra table, turn those two tables that they got before, and like it's a constant flow of like their tables are getting up and leaving before
Right.
because my tables are getting sat later.
Exactly. And the
So
balance
that,
really helps with like the steps of service. So it's like a huge
yeah,
point. Like
because
when you
what
when you
happened?
guys go to a restaurant, but I think sometimes like that also throws the host off is when people be like they had a plan of where they were going to sit them at, which was in your section.
Hmm.
However, the
Hmm.
guest was like, "Nah, we want to sit over there," and then they do have
Hmm.
to accommodate. You know that does happen sometimes.
Right, right. That does happen, but that don't be the case. But that does happen
No.
though. But I feel like if that happens, doubles. If that happens, then the
Hmm.
next person you double seat them. You seat them two tables in a row to balance it out. I feel like that
Hmm.
will solve everything if you just balance, balance, balance. Um, but yeah, that's my takeaway from my week in hospitality is the balance of it all, because that one server that's getting all the tables, they're weeded. They're running all around, and I probably by then have maybe one table still. So there's no
Hmm.
balance in the flow of how everything is going. So
Super
but
important to
keeping
have
that
that
line of
balance.
communication is important too, because I'm going to tell you, because this is my money and I need the tables. And sometimes people don't know the decision to make. So I go up there and say, okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take this table and this table and this table so it can balance out. Like,
Mhm.
we're not
Mhm.
about to do this. So yeah, you gotta take control in a nice, respectful way, because we're not here to stand around and be a server
Right.
assistant when your job is to be a server. So yeah, run me this
Facts.
table and that one too. Yeah,
Facts.
respectfully.
I like that balance situation because it goes in so many different ways of every areas of life. So if you guys have not been in the hospitality industry and you're like, okay, I'm feeling what you're saying, think about when you guys are going to any restaurant, especially when you try new one, the hosts legit are like the host of the evening to start and set the tone of the shift. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
think host, you know what, if you think about it, hosts don't get no real respect in this game. They don't get no respect.
Never
Not a lot of
did.
them. They don't be
Uh-uh.
getting it. Like they don't
Mm-mm.
get the respect because number one, I feel like they never really have real leadership for hosts. Like it's never really a host lead or the front of
Right.
house lead. Legit, just like they train the host. They say just figure it out. And
Right.
as we know, a lot like you just said, technology has taken away forward thinking 1,015%. We rely on technology even for GPS, you know. And I was just talking to a friend the other day, like about how you had to read a map when you travel. Like
You
there was
remember printing out
no GPS.
MapQuest instructions?
Yes, yes, friend. Yes, I was like, my mom like
Ooh, what
had
a
like
time to be
every type of
alive.
map. Like literally, y'all. Like I think we have to legit put respect on where we learned everything from because we used to have to print it out. Now we could just GPS. So we're what, not forward thinking on like remembering where we actually went. We're going to just use the GPS every time. We got to do better, people. We got to do better. But I like that the fact that we can acknowledge that hosts don't get a lot of love. So if you are in the restaurant, in management, start putting more respect on these hosts or just include them more so they do feel like they're a part and they want to do more because the hustle in
Hmm.
hospitality now is so different. Back in the day, we didn't have to tell like a host anything because we actually had people that was ready to work and they was hustling, so they would do whatever. They would come clean tables, they'd go run food, like they about that
Hmm.
life. And what I've really learned is a trend for the last 2 years in hospitality has went down to a zero, honey. They ain't doing nothing. Like you gotta tell them what to do. Like I cannot stand. I cannot stand the new age hospitality workers. I'm sorry if that is y'all, but y'all gonna have to do some hustle. But I think like it goes back to like where we are right now, right? The great resignation. resignation, right? Because nobody wants to do anything. Like the hustle stopped when the world stopped. And it's like, don't hustle necessarily for the company, but hustle for yourself because you're here to
Mm-hmm.
do a job, you're here to get service. You never know who you're going to meet in these arenas. Like, you never know. I'm not just your host. I'm the host of the restaurant. You better own it, sis. I'm hosting y'all. Like I'm setting the tone for this food that you about to indulge that you're gonna love. They need to
Yep.
own that hostess, and we need to give them more love. I 1,000%
Mm-hmm.
agree. It's
Yep.
it's it's we're gonna take a shot for the hostesses. Can we take a
I
shot?
was
Can we
just
do it?
thinking that the whole time. I was
Yeah.
like, we gonna take a shot for the host. We're in
This
alignment.
is
We're
for
in
y'all.
alignment. I love it.
This is free the
Yeah.
host. We all started somewhere. Whitney started as a host. I've done management and
Aaron
where
was
I had to
Aaron was
do a
there.
host and everything. Yes, this is how me and Whitney
Aaron was
met. She
there when I
was
was a
she was
host.
sitting me, but Whitney would get down with me, y'all. She would make sure my table was good. She would come and find me. Like if she didn't see me on the floor, she like, you got a table. And it's like that's appreciation because like I could be busy, I could be distracted, I could not see them. And versus them not like waiting to be greeted, somebody was like, look, clink, clink, clink. That's teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the hostess. Y'all are set the tone for the restaurants. We need y'all to continue to do that and continue to step your game up because we need y'all. This is to the hosts, to the hostesses with the
Let's do a
mostesses.
still. Wait, let's do a still so we can screenshot for a pic.
And
Okay.
if you're not on YouTube, you wouldn't see that either. But cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
Okay, though. I'm tasting mine with pickleback. I'm tasting mine with pickleback. We don't like pickle juice, but I love
I
picklebacks.
poured a big ass shot. I don't know why I did that.
Woo! So we just took shots of
Ooh.
Jameson. I did not want to pickleback. This is just bringing back some good vibes. So please continue to vibe with us and connect with us
That
because it's giving.
was
Um,
a big shot.
okay, cheers. You deserve. You deserve.
Mm.
So
Mm-mm.
my week in hospitality was given hospitable. Okay. So number one, last week I got to work less than I did the week before, so I was already super excited about my week because I have. Did I have a
Mm.
date off yet? Not yet, but we're working on it. So it was just less date, like it was less conduction. But it started off with the week of just like really just building really great relationships. I do a lot of these tastings and stuff like that, and then my biggest takeaway was really just communicating with people and finding ways to break the ice. And I think that goes for servers, it could go for anything with business meetings. I find that I'm always putting myself in these jobs where I have to be the person talking, like, firstly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why,
Mm-hmm.
but that just happens to be what it is. So, finding different ways to engage and not being scared of not doing it the proper or social way. Like, I may not be like, wanting to get to know your name first and call you by your name or all the things. I might crack a joke or test your knowledge on something or call you out or something or pick your brain. I'm instantly wanting to like I want to ask those questions immediately that I'm thinking off the top of my head. My mind goes crazy, as y'all know, because I got like adult hyper syndrome or something. So my brain may initially when I'm looking at you, for instance, I see people in the store and I'm about to start a conversation. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. And so it's like, well, what you come in here for today? Like, and they're like, you want to know what I'm trying to buy? Yes, you came to the store, and that's what I want to know because I don't know if I want to know your name yet. I do want to know what you came in here for to know if your name is important to me,
Oh.
right? And no, and I want to say that with the most sincerity. Don't ask the name if you know you horrible at names and you ain't gonna forget. I know I'm not good, so if I start off with the name, I'm probably it's not registering yet. I need to get over
Mm-hmm.
whatever is on my mind first. Then let me ask
Mm-hmm.
the question because I'm gonna go ahead and take it in because I am like literally somebody could tell me their name and girl they walk away. It's gone quick. It's quick gone. It's gone quick.
I'm like that. I know someone that I work with is like that. And it's so funny because like I'll be talking to him and he'll be like, "What's her name?" And then something like, "No." such and such, and he like legit
Oh
does
my
not
gosh.
know anyone names it, and it's so funny. But I get
It's a
it.
thing. It's like a
Yeah,
thing. Like I've
especially
worked
when
with
you meet a
people.
lot of people, so much people all the time, and it's not, and even it could be a memorable name. It could be Ashley. I'm calling her Tiffany. It's a thing because some people look like things that don't. That's not it. So I feel you.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think like also like I would love to know like what is everyone's perception on names, right? We all have a name. Um, but
Ooh,
what
like
is the significance?
when you greet a table, I feel like people expect my name to be something different than Whitney. Um, for sure. They always
We
are
can
like,
speak
wait,
on the
what is it?
names.
Yeah, they'd be like, wait, what? Like, oh, it's Whitney. I'm like, yeah. And sometimes I talk too fast. People think I'm saying Winnie. Um, but so I get that a lot. But shout out to
No,
Winnie
no, no,
Harlow.
no. Okay.
Yeah, I guess Winnie, Whitney. If you don't have a heart, it could sound the same. Winnie and Whitney. So there's that, and then people talk to me about Whitney Houston, which I've talked about that on the show too. It's just because I'm black, it instantly reminds them about Whitney Houston. So that's just a part of my life. So I typically end up talking about Whitney Houston and how great of a voice she is, how sad it is, how she died. I feel like I have a connection to her, legit, because I talk
You
about
do
her a
though. You
lot.
do.
I do.
Mhm.
It is a
Mhm.
part of my
Mhm.
life because
Mhm.
it happens to me all the time when I work. So it is. It is what it is.
And
Cheers
see,
to
I
Whitney
think
Houston.
and you know what? I think that actually kind of circles back on my point. What is the significance of you really knowing my name? I gotta know because I'm not figuring it out because okay, if I tell you my name and instead of you embracing my name to be me, we have now discussed somebody else with a similar name. I just need to know how this
Who
does it
dead, y'all? I'm like, damn, she
and
ain't
I'm
here.
and ultimately, I'm giving you my name because I want you to know me. I don't want to talk about who somebody's not here. I want to talk about me. Like, I don't understand. So, when you said that about the name, though, I cannot tell you how many times, like, number one, I'm either, instead of Erin, I'm Karen, or I am Eric. Swear, I wish I could make this up. Or I'm Erica. It's like they don't want to give me Erin at all. Like they're like, no, your
It's
name is not Erin.
Karen
And
for
it's like,
me.
no, because it's like I'll say, oh, Erin. I say, oh, Karen. I was like, Erin. Oh, and this is what also annoys the shit out of me. They're like, oh, AARON. I'm like, no, am I a man? Like, do
No,
I look like? Are you
no.
offending me now? Are you saying I'm a man? Like, do I look like a man? Like, everybody know AARON is for a man unless you ain't from this country. Because if you from America, you know that. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
Don't play with me because I know y'all
I
went to
work with
school.
the Aaron at AARON.
It's a
AARON.
man, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's a man.
Thank you. And then another one I get is one of the I don't know what show it was, but it was like A Ron. It's like, but it's Aaron
Yeah,
though. It's not A
AARON.
Ron. Okay,
Yeah.
is it A Ron or Aaron? So it's like these are the moments that I want to know. Why do you really want to know my name? Because in your mind you
You
renamed
don't know my
me.
name.
Like
I
you
don't know.
renamed me, or you're gonna forget, or we're gonna have a whole discussion on my name when we should have a discussion on something else. So
Have you
back to
ever
my point, we need
have you ever given a fake name at work?
oh 1,000 times. Not for work though. Not for work, but just out. Yes, and I actually really enjoy it. I actually really would not want to do it more. I actually really enjoy it. I really do.
You do.
Because most of the you know why? You want to know why? Because most of the time when I do the fake name, I pick like something really simple and easy, and they ain't got no questions.
So what's your
They ain't
simple,
got no
easy fake
questions.
name? Erica? That's a good one.
No, Maya, Maya, because I always
Maya?
just want my name to be. I wanted to be named Maya, and I don't know how I wanted to be
Really?
named Maya before I was here. My name, I didn't want to be named Erin. Okay, I don't think anyone understands. Like, my mom knows because she got the grunt of it, but I complained about my name for a very long time in my childhood. Like, I was not happy with my name until I don't even know when. To be quite honest, I might have to ask my mom on that. I'm very curious to remember because I was so mad at my name, and my sister actually named me. Fun fact. Um, and I actually ended up letting my sister name my son as well.
Really?
She
You
named,
let her
yeah,
try again.
she named my son as well. Oh yeah, but you know what it was? It's like because I now obviously it's like a real into myself, or at that time I'm like Erin is lit because y'all literally like I walk in the door and they're like I'm looking for Erin. I'm like hello, she's here. Like I'm her. I don't know what to tell you. It's didn't pick this name, but whatever. Um, and then also it's just like, okay, the name I like nobody liked. I wanted to name my kid Balin, which I still love that name. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know. Just let
Balin?
me be.
Like Bay? Like Bay,
Balin.
Bay, Bay. A Bay, Bay.
Hey, baby. Yeah, Balin.
Balin?
Balin was gonna be his name. I wanted him to be Balin. I don't remember what the middle name was gonna be, but
So, so
it
you was
was
his
Balin for
nickname
me.
was gonna be Bay.
I mean, nowadays, because Bay wasn't a thing back then, though. So it's like now it'd be like, hey,
Ugh.
baby. Like, we'll just call him Bay. But I
Ugh.
mean, maybe it worked out in his favor, okay? Period. Because he didn't get named that, but I love that name. And then I was telling my sister, like how my son's father, like, hated the name. Like, everyone hated the name. And I hated all his choices. So it just wasn't working out. So then
Yeah, I
I don't know
didn't.
where my sister came up with my son's name, but she did. And honestly, I loved it. And I feel like I picked the best name because it's different. And actually, he has
Mm-hmm.
name issues too. They always call him Johan. It's like, where's the yo? Like, there's no yo. It's a ja. Uh huh. It's given ja. Okay. Like if you read it, like they always call him Johan. Um, and it's like, and they be like, Ja, like they people are afraid to pronounce it, which I was kind of, it's like a catch-22 with the name, right? It's like, do as parents, like you don't want to be named like, oh, I picked a really crazy name for my child, but you
Yeah.
also want something unique, you know? Like, and I feel like his name is actually pretty, it's
You know,
pretty
it's a
powerful.
great name. But you're right. That made me think about Jonah. People call him Jonas.
Jonas
Um,
Brothers, like, stop with the
and there, what's the
correlations.
other one that people usually call him? Not Jonah.
They don't call him Johan.
Damn, it's
What's the
something, but I can't even remember what it is
John?
anymore.
John, and they just like they think the they think the
No,
N is
it's
silent.
Jonah. It's something that people call him. I can't even think of it. But like, yeah, people do call him different names, and he has a pretty simple name. Like Jonah is like Jonah, but and people still think he's a girl.
Really, with the
Yeah,
hair
so
off,
I
it's
have
not
to
even.
bring Jonah to work sometimes, and this guy in the kitchen thought that I had a daughter. And today, when we were in Ross, the lady
Interesting.
was like, said, she's so pretty.
And I know
And
that
he,
he dresses like a boy. Like I know he does because I know you
yeah, I
like.
don't know. His shirt maybe had dinosaurs on it, or I don't know what shirt he had on, but it was giving boy. Yeah, not pink or any.
And in the
But he's
professional
just
world,
a good-looking child,
like
I guess. So
I
I
mean,
don't know.
he is looking silky though. You know, Jonah is what that is, and Whitney's son is named Jonah. My son's name is Jahan. So the J boys, they do be looking right, okay.
Hmm.
But what needs to happen though, I think, like as a culture, all jokes aside, like we got to do better with the names. And if the name is not important to know, don't give it. And don't hold me accountable when I forget because you know what I don't
Right.
like? As people be like, what's my name again? I'm like, I really don't know. Like, I didn't ask. Number one.
Girl, they want you
Because
to remember.
I'm like, I really don't know. And I do be feeling bad. And don't let me have some drinks. It's like, I really am not going to remember. It's like, you
But I just
got to
hate the
give
person
me
that's
like,
saying, "What's my name again?" Please don't ask me that.
oh my gosh. Or like if they like want to give the contact or like when they ask for my name again, I'm like, I don't mind. But it's like, you already are not going to remember. I don't expect you to remember my name if we don't expect to encounter each other again. I feel like it's okay to just like have, what is that, face recognition? Like, it's okay to just see faces. Like, oh, I see. I remember you. I met you. Blah 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 blah. I think the name is not important. If I'm wrong, Please let me know. But I would love to hear your feedback. Like, what is the significance of knowing someone's name if you just know you're gonna forget it anyway? Like, I gotta know, and I'm gonna
Or if
start
it's
giving
just
my
like
name.
a light meet, like you really don't need to. I don't know.
Like,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
sometimes, like I was like, just I was like, they were like, "What's your name?" E. It's easy.
Erin.
It's easy though. It's easy, and
But
you're
you
gonna
never
remember it.
know. I feel like names are important because it may like strike something. Like you never know who the person could be. I don't know.
What you gonna Google me? I mean, okay, if it's for Google purposes, but these
Yeah,
other ones, they
Instagram is Google. They can find you, look you up. Like they might think you fine. They might want to wife you,
okay,
Erin. I don't know.
okay, and also because I feel like somebody was trying to shoot their shot this week or whatever, but it was like you gotta go ahead. Don't let yourself leave the presence without getting the prize, because you're gonna have to wait
Oh,
until if if it's meant to be, it shall be. It's gonna come back your way. So if you didn't get what you need to have got in that setting, just go ahead and let it be. Because if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. But if it's not, let it be. You see, there's a lot of bees, but you gotta get with the program because I feel like
um,
if it's important, if it's
I'm gonna
important,
let you have
like
it,
most of the
Erin. I'm gonna let
time,
you have it, girl. Whatever, child. 'Cause,
I'm like
ooh.
I don't know because
But
it's
I feel
like
like having the name at least, like if they're really like into you, like Erin. Okay, cool. I'm gonna look you up on socials, Erin. Like you know what I'm saying? Like when you meet someone and they leave a mark, you're gonna be interested and you wanna find out more about them before you make your kill.
true, 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 true. I guess that's true. That's true. So maybe if you get the last name, because it's like if you try to search me, Google me, Instagram, me, you're probably not gonna find me unless there was a correlation of something I said like in something that I might have tagged on it. But you're not gonna find me. Mm-mm. What is that? What is that
They
song?
might, girl. They might if they
I
live in your same area.
somebody.
If they live in your same area, it's easy. If they meet you at an event or a certain anything, they can find you, girl. Instagram be given easy.
What is that song with John Rock? Mimi in the trap is going down. Mimi. Then yeah, just felt that coming. Literally. Hey.
So I want to go to the Millennium Tour.
Mm.
I found out that Day 26 is a part of it, and I'm a huge Day 26 fan. I used to watch
Um.
Making the Band, and they're on it. And I want to
Mm,
go. I want to
okay.
experience. So I'll check back because I want to go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not into it. I don't know what it is. I think I bartended the Millennial Tour the first time, and I think it was enough like energy for me in that one time. I don't think I'll be able to do it. But I need to look at the lineup again. Day 26, they was doing some. I kind of forgot about them. No cap
Um,
though.
yeah, because they broke up and then they just got back together. But
I actually forgot about them.
I watched this podcast and they were on it and they were just talking about their journey and I was like,
Hmm.
damn. And back then I wasn't going to concerts like that, so I feel like it would be dope to see them.
Yeah, go back and see the when the good times. Me and Pretty Wicked was friends this weekend. I was
Ooh, yeah, I
had
don't
a
think
I
they're
had
gonna be on there. I know. I watched a thing. I found something on TikTok, and a girl like rated the Millennium Tour, and her ratings were on point. Like it didn't give away too much, but like I think it's Ying Yang Twins, like a lot of people who like I didn't even know was on there, and her ratings were good. Had descriptions as to why she gave the rating, and it made me even more
mm.
excited to go. To be honest, so
Oh,
yeah.
so the Yin Yang twins on it now. Yin Yang.
Aaron's like, wait, hold up. They come to
I
Dallas, B.
have Yin Yang. I have Yin Yang twins like on multiple playlists on my like
I'm
multiple.
gonna send the TikTok to you that I found. I'm gonna
Like
send it to you.
multiple. I didn't even know they was out here. Like that right there.
And I
I'm
think
just
she
going for
said Ying
them.
Yang Twins were a 10 out of 10.
See,
Like
see, it's
they
like
put on a
they
good show.
are.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? That's why they're almost my playlist. Like they're like when I'm trying to, get my energy up, it's yin yang. It's yin yang this thing.
Hey.
This thing. Like, that what? I'm not really into meet and greets, but I would meet and greet yin yang. I would do that. I would do that. That sounds fun actually. Shout out to the concerts. I feel like it's definitely giving concert season now that it's getting a little chilly outside.
Yeah, so Jonah is turning up. But speaking of meet and greets, there's a whole big thing about like Chris Brown having his meet and greet, $1,000, da da da. But we talked
It was
about that. But
given.
I mean, if I would do it to give those pictures are timeless. That shit's so dope. And who knows what else happens? Like people have like packages and all kinds of things that are included in $1,000. It's not just the one pick. So I saw when I was watching the thing with Day 26, it kind of made me go down a rabbit hole of the performers. So then I came on Bow Wow. And I feel like social media fucked up everything because Bow Wow has been in like the not the spotlight or like blogs and stuff for like some shit that's really whack. I feel like it really did not I feel like it put a negative cloud over his impact to the culture because Lil Bow Wow really had like a whole thing. In the review, she said he was 10 out of 10. He had great crowd control, all these things. And I started like looking back and I'm like, damn, he's been doing this shit for a long time. I looked on his Instagram, like he has multiple businesses. He's doing really well for himself, and I wish that he wasn't in those other things to like make him seem whack. But he really has done a lot for himself, and he's like our age, so I feel like I can't even really like hate on him because he's doing he's did it and he's doing it. So I think that's really dope. And to see his daughter, you can tell she's a star. She's like his fucking twin. It's so cute. She comes out on tour with him. But he had the meet and greet, right? And he showed like a little behind the scenes of it, and it looks like a vibe. Like everyone's drinking, hanging out, chilling. Like it looks like a little kickback before the show. So and he has people come, like say a celebrity comes and sees him, like they're included. So it looks like it's a cute little vibe. So I would pay $1,000 to be able to chill backstage with Bow Wow on some super chill shit, drink, catch a vibe, do whatever else before the show. I don't think that's bad. And he had different like levels to his packages, so not all of them were $1,000 for like someone who's a fan but can't really afford that. He had something for everybody, so I thought that was dope.
Okay. Okay, Boweezy.
Yeah. But look,
So
the
fun
backstage
story.
meet and greet looked like a vibe for sure.
I really like how you touched on what his perception is because I legit had an obsession with him as a child. Like he
So
was
did my other
literally
best friend Train.
like posters, like everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was all in, right? Because he's my
Mm-hmm.
age, right? It just worked out. However, as he got older, I was like, mm. I don't feel like he
Mm-hmm.
was aging well, and I feel like all the stress was not helping. Okay,
Yeah.
so he was no longer cute. Like it was like he was too cute, too young. I don't know what it was because
Mm-hmm.
he just
Mm-hmm.
grew up and it was just a little chunky. He's doing better, but
Yeah.
I was like that was legit like a childhood crush, and I feel like everything like when he became an adult, I was like, I'm not interested. I don't like it. I don't want to. No, I don't want no parts. So I like that he at least keeps it going when it comes to performance. I could see that because I wasn't even like on a verses or something, and I feel like he was like doing what need to be done. Right? He was on the verses, right?
Yeah, he was on a versus with him and Soldier Boy, and he killed that shit.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Soldier Boy was just Soldier,
Soldier,
and
Soldier.
it's
Yeah,
just
Soldier's a
Soldier.
whole vibe.
So
Like I know he was on the Millennium Tour. He's not on there no more, but I know his set is lit. Soldier got them
now
hits.
see Soldier, Yin Yang, Pretty
Woo.
Ricky. I'm there. Meet and greet. I want all of them though. Like I want to bring out my jersey dress with my what is those with the Manolo boots?
No, in the Melissas. You remember the Melissas? The clear shoes?
I ain't had them. I ain't
You don't
had them.
remember the Melissas? They were clear
Mm-mm.
and you could wear like different color socks.
I ain't wear nothing for them.
Aaron, you don't remember the Melissas? Oh my
I didn't have
god.
no Melissa's
Ooh,
friend. I'm
I didn't
mad.
have them either. I honestly never got them, but
Mm.
they were a time in life.
I
Wow. I'm
remember
gonna
those. What
send it
was
to you.
it? Was it the pull back ponytail or the quick weave pony pull backs?
Ooh, not the quickly pop.
Now that, yes, I think that was a Dallas thing. But it was like they would get the it would be tracks laid down as a quick
Wow, these
weave,
shoes
but they
look
would flip them
so
over.
wild. Really? It's the flip over for me.
Yeah, it was. I gotta find a picture of that, but no, I don't know anything about the Melissas. I do know about that jersey dress. I do know about the Manolo boots. Which
Wait,
actually,
see?
if I could like get a custom, I'm not really into sports, but if I could get like a custom jersey with my name on it and stuff,
That would be dope.
because
I'm
I
feel like
like
we could do
that.
that.
Mhm. I feel like that would be a vibe, and I definitely want the Manolo boots. But it could be like a different type of Manola. It could be, but it's gotta give Manola, or maybe if it's not giving Manola boots, it's giving tube socks and chucks. Because I was a tube sock chuck wearing woman. I had
Oh,
my tube
oh.
socks on. It was giving soccer. It was giving soccer basketball vibes.
Okay.
I had my tube sock, but I actually liked the long sock back then. I feel like my legs, it just gave my legs like an extra
I like long socks. I'm gonna get some. I need to get some socks. I saw them on fucking TikTok. Some
I
cute
am
socks from
not
Target.
okay. TikTok is coming through. All right, so well, I'm gonna check out the lineup, like she said, y'all. The Millennial Tour. We're gonna get back to
It's
y'all
coming to Dallas. I already
because
looked. It's coming to Dallas. It's gonna be there in November. So
oh, next month.
yeah,
Where is it at,
B.
girl? I know them tickets expensive though.
I know, B. But
No, I
you
ain't
only
had
live
these.
once,
No,
right?
I ain't had these Melissas. I ain't had these Melissas. I ain't had these.
Ask your sister
Nope.
if she remembers Melissa's. I bet she do. I know
Yeah,
you
these was not
remember.
for me. This was now. This is reminding me of the shocks. You remember those Nike shocks? No, those was my shoes back then. This is what this is reminding me of. A Nike shock.
Ooh,
That's as
so
best as it was given.
Millennium Tour is in Tampa, November 18th, a Friday. They're also
Okay.
in let's see, the Dallas. Did it already go to Dallas? Dang, they might already went to Dallas, B.
Oh,
They already
do
might
they?
see it. I don't see Dallas on here. I thought I saw it. They have it in Grand Prairie, Texas. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. That's Dallas. That's
Oh, that's
technically
October
different.
27th.
Oh, like
So
next
that's
week.
coming up. October 27th.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Dang,
it. I
Sean. That's
mean,
it?
that's it, but there's no other
Is it going there
surrounding.
to you?
No, nothing comes here. I always have to travel. So I would either go to the one in Jacksonville, that's November 19th, Tampa, or Atlanta. Atlanta is November 6th. I don't see any Charlotte
Okay.
shows. Yeah, I don't see no
Mm.
Charlotte shows. So yeah, that
All right,
would
well, so
be it
we're
for
gonna
the
take
Millennium
a.
Tour.
I got one more shot in me
Ooh,
for. This is
I'll
for the
take a
nine
baby
nine
one.
the 2000s. Yeah, just a baby one. This is just
I'll
for the
take a
99 and
baby.
the 2000s. Since we were just
Ooh,
talking
that's
about the Millennium Tour,
so
so
Lloyd's gonna be there. Ashanti.
Time goes sweet.
Okay.
It's time goes.
Jonah is ready to go to sleep, y'all. So we're gonna
Okay.
do this.
All
We
right,
got to do
chill.
our nightcap because we got kids that's ready to go to bed. Yeah, my son went to bed super early, so I already know he's gonna wake up to the top like break of dawn. So I'm gonna be up at 5 a.m. or something because Jahan went to sleep
It's
super
5 in
early
the
today.
Mommy,
morning.
stop it.
Okay,
He's
Jonah.
already down. As soon as I put him down, he was down. So cheers to you guys. Thank you guys once again for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Make sure you support our businesses. I'm Get Toned with E and on Instagram, and Get Toned Wellness for my business.
You can follow me on Instagram, Whitney White 1_. You can follow my page on Instagram and Facebook, Shop 2230. I just got a new shipment in today. Packing the mail is gone. Hey, I'm really excited about what's next. So
Yay.
yeah, super excited about that. Cheers to the 99s and 2000s. Go to the Millennium Tour. Go to whatever tour, whoever your favorite artist is. Live a little, live a lot. It's about to be the end of the year. The Christmas decorations are out at fucking Walmart. So it's up. So let's end the year with a bang. We got to do our affirmations, but we're taking the shot first.
Yes. Cheers to going out with this year with a bang. We have 2 months. Let's do it. All right, affirmation. Oh, I left my book upstairs. I actually had a really good one today. Um, well, my just the tip is, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted today with a clip of our taking a shot for yourself clip. And it's just a reminder. You're doing an amazing job. Keep pushing. If you've been wanting to try something new or to make a change, it is your time. Cheers to you removing fear and showing up for yourself. That is my tip. This is the time for you to just step out on you and do you and go hard. So that is your just the tip. And then my affirmation is, you know what? It's just off the dome. My affirmation is I am phenomenal. I create nothing but prosperity, growth, and ambition. Period. That's it. I'm phenomenal, but I don't know what you are. I think you're just as great. But if you don't believe it, then nobody else will. So remember that. It starts with you.
Period. So mine is, y'all know how I go. Instead of saying, I don't have time, try saying, ooh, it's not a priority. Jonah, I gotta see my affirmation.
No, it's not fun.
Okay. Instead of saying, I don't have time, try saying, it's not a priority and see how that feels.
No, mommy, it's not fun.
If it doesn't sit well.
No, mommy, it's not fun. Give the phone back.
Okay, I'll give you the phone. If it doesn't sit well, that's the point. Time is a choice. If we don't like how we're spending it, we can choose differently.
Boom. That's it.
Sorry, y'all.
I love
But
that.
that's my
Choose your time wisely, and if you don't like it,
change that shit.
change it. Whatever you want to do, you guys, it is your time to change it. Enjoy your life. Live your life. If the next don't like, we don't care, because this ain't right.
Just live
You
your
must live your
life.
life right.
Hey, hey,
That's
hey.
the name of the song. Just live your life.
Of the episode? What's the name of the episode? Lil
Just live
Fizz?
your life.
Just live your life. Hey. That song brings back so many memories. It makes you think about Halloween. That was like the best
I want to
Halloween
go
I've
to New
ever
York.
had.
I'm feeling very like new, like I want to like.
I thought you was bored.
I want to go to New
Let
York
it
too. I feel like
let
it'll
it
be a
go on
vibe.
something.
I have this big
Did Leon?
red furry coat that I've never worn out, and I really want to wear it. So
I'm here for it.
I would
I
I
got
would love
I
to
got
go to
a
New York.
I got a little Kim jacket that will go really good with this hat, but it's real puffy like, and then put the boots on. I just want to be like ah, 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 ah. Shout out to the Jameson. It's just beautiful.
Shout out to the Jameson for real, child. I wish I had a bigger
And
bottle. I can't even stand this little bottle. This shit almost gone. Like literally,
hey,
it's almost gone.
It did what it needed to have done. And just like
It
you
did.
guys, thank you guys for listening. Follow us, subscribe, and we love y'all.
Until next week. Peace.